Well, guys, I think it's finally time. Walmart has officially marked a bunch of my video game section on clearance. As you guys probably saw in the thumbnail, one of the first few things that's taken a huge hit was the Nintendo Switch games. And it wasn't only the Switch games, it was also some of the accessories and other equipment. Now, right now, the consoles themselves are still full priced, but yeah, a lot of the games went on clearance. Is this a sign of them finally deciding we're going to sell the physical media and get rid of it? Or is this just them clearing out some area for some new stuff to come in? Now, we talked in the past how the PlayStation and the Microsoft cabinets themselves have been diminishing. What used to be, three separate display cases is now down to barely half of one each, with them barely even keeping anything in stock. I know at one point it seemed like the only thing that my Walmart had for Microsoft even was freaking Gotham Knights and Starfield. Otherwise, the systems themselves were whittling down, and I think they have a bunch of Xbox Series S now and like 2 Xbox Series X, but otherwise it's basically gone. And the Switch itself stuff is really starting to diminish too, which was, I did a video in the past talking about how I thought for sure Nintendo would hold on a little longer. But I've also seen another video, Gamer Almer, if I remember, I will put a link to her channel in the description below. But she also showed pictures of her Walmart, and it was a similar situation. A lot of the Nintendo Switch games were marked way down, and honestly, I was very surprised. Like I said, I know that they've had them on clearance for a while, but they're mostly just like $5 off. It was nothing crazy, but they're getting crazier. Now, I picked this up today for, let's see, this is the Power A, so it's like more of the lesser, it's licensed by Nintendo, obviously. It says Nintendo Switch and stuff on there. I'm trying to get a better image of it because it doesn't do justice. But this is actually a wireless Power A one, mappable buttons and everything. And it's not the cheap one, guys. It's the more expensive one. It's just shy of what are they called? The Pro controllers are. It's wireless, everything, and it's Zelda themed. And I got this for $15. Originally, I think they were running, it said 50 to 55 bucks, and they had it that far clearance down. Now, if I'd known if there was any more of them there, I would have definitely picked those ones up, because I have a feeling that these are going to be worth a little bit of money someday, just because they're Zelda. Like I said, I mean, this is, yeah, they're starting to mark stuff off, guys. $15. Now, some of the Switch games I didn't really want, and I've been not really buying any games lately. The reason I picked this one was obviously because it was so cheap, but also too that I'm not a big fan of the Nintendo Joy-Con controller themselves, so I'd much rather play with the actual controller. But this is just evidence, guys, of they're making their way to getting rid of some of this stuff. Now, I predicted that I think by the end of the year, most retailers will be done with physical media, whether it be, holding on to just a little bit of stuff, but for the most part, they will clear a lot of it out and make room for other kinds of electronics and stuff like that. As of right now, the DVD section in my Walmart 2 is dwindling down, and mostly what was left was just the brand new movies that have come out recently, and also like TV series. Like, they actually had, I think, the complete Dragon Ball collection and stuff like that, which was tempting to get. But otherwise, the vinyl seems for some reason to be going strong. I don't know if that niche collection, people are still into it or what, but the vinyl there still seems to be a lot of vinyl there. Obviously, CDs are long gone. I don't think my Walmart's had CDs for a long time now. It's just been DVDs and the vinyl. But you can see from this picture, from the thumbnail and me talking about this, otherwise the video games themselves have been backing off. We've been talking about this for a while. A lot of you guys have been commenting, and some people even on Instagram have been sending me pictures of how even their Walmarts are starting to back up. Like I said, Gamer Almer had on her video showcased some of the stuff and how empty their video game section looked too. And obviously Best Buy and Target themselves have been working on doing this for a while now. They even announced last year at the end of the year that they're expecting almost in a few months to just be completely gone from physical media. Now, there's still some people out there that don't believe this is going to happen. They don't think that, these retailers are going to disappear, or they just keep telling me, well, you can still buy it online other ways. And I get that. These videos aren't saying that you're not going to be able to buy physical media at all. A lot of times I'm just trying to, oh, that was a weird noise, make people aware of the fact that most retailers themselves in store are going to be getting rid of this stuff. Whatever they're going to be replacing it with, I don't know. I know right now, I swear I know tax season's coming, so maybe that's why. But the whole electronics section at my Walmart is basically just TVs right now. And like I said, I'm assuming that's because tax season's coming. But that's something we're going to have to deal with in the future. So where are you going to be able to buy physical media? We're still going to have Amazon. And I'm guessing Walmart and all of them are still going to sell this stuff online. But I don't think it's going to be something you can get locally as much anymore. Like I said, with the Target and the Best Buys, they've been disappearing this stuff for a while, and instead of having actual cases and stuff out there with the games, they've been really just leaving like display pictures up there, and then I believe you take the pictures and you bring it up to the counter and then they go get it. But they've been really dwindling down on that too. Like I said, there's people reaching out to me on Instagram, there's people reaching out to me through my comments telling me how their stores are just disappearing. And even some guys from out of the country have mentioned that there's just nothing left of anything. They've been this way for a while. Obviously, digital is coming, and it's clear that's happening. But I want to just set reminders out to people. Make sure that you're going and checking out your Walmarts now, especially. Because, like I said, this $15, that's crazy, guys. I still can't believe that. But what does this mean? What else is going to happen here? I don't think consoles themselves are going to be dropping off in price here soon. You're still going to need stuff to play it on. And as of right now, the consoles themselves are still super expensive. So I think... I'm trying to think. I don't remember how much exactly it was down to, but I did notice that they had the Xbox Series X rolled back. I want to say $50 off at my Walmart, but we're gonna run into this issue elsewhere. The physical media is gonna go, and I'm kind of all over the place in this video, I know, but it's just like this is still just blowing my mind that I was able to see all these Nintendo Switch games themselves on clearance. And I wanted to talk more about this because, like I said, to bring awareness. Digital is going to come. And I've talked about how I enjoy both formats. I have digital games. Like as of right now, I'm playing Borderlands 3 digitally. Mostly because I was able to get it for a super cheap price. I could have got it physically cheap too. But at the time, I have $50 credit, I think, on my PlayStation account from a Christmas gift card that I had to use. So I was like, I've been wanting to play Borderlands 3 forever, so this is what I'm going to play. But otherwise, I try to buy physical, sorry. Spider-Man 2, I waited till it was in stock at my Walmart before I actually purchased it because I wanted a physical version of it. We've talked recently, too, how Xbox has been having some weird stuff go on, firing people, kind of letting some stuff leak out that they might be selling off exclusive to other companies. Their main competitor, Sony. We might be seeing games like Starfield, Indiana Jones, and some other games that are going to be, even dare I say, Halo and Gears of War coming to PlayStation. It's just a crazy time right now for gaming, and I like doing these videos because a lot of you guys really love them, and it keeps the conversations going. Obviously, I love the comments, and when we talk about this stuff too, it also makes the video do a little bit better, so we can keep the awareness going. Because, I've talked about how they've groomed our kids into being more open to digital, and they're working on it with us adults too. I had somebody tell me that they had a disability that they couldn't walk as well, so a lot of times the digital stuff was nicer because they could just sit back and relax and not have to get up to change stuff out. So if they wanted to switch games, they didn't have to get up and switch the games out because it was hard for them. And I get that. I'm not going to be a gatekeeper for physical only guys. If you don't buy physical stuff, then you're bad people. I'm not going to do that because I support both kinds. But I've said in comments before, I don't want to see one or the other completely disappear. Because as a consumer and stuff, we need options. And without options, it's just really not worth it. It's just really horrible. I hate to have to be told I have to buy it this way. But someday, that's probably what's going to happen. So I want to know in the comments below what you guys thought about this. And just another reminder out there, make sure that you guys are occasionally stopping by your Walmart. Even if you're just running in there to grab a couple things quick, go to your electronics section and check it out right now. Because like I said, this was originally $50-some, marked down to $15. And it's the wireless one. It's not the annoying wired one. And yeah, it's a crazy time right now to buy stuff. So make sure you're checking out your electronic sections. Even if you go to Target, Best Buy, whatever, and they still got stuff left over. I've seen some people saying that 4K movies have been getting dropped way down too. So make sure you're checking that stuff out if you're into movies. Like I said, mine doesn't really have them anymore. It just has TV series. But that being said, guys, yeah, comment below what you guys have been seeing. I want to see. And then if you also just give me your general area where you live too, so I can kind of see where this is spreading out from. So with that being said, guys, as always, stay retro, my friends, and I will see you in the next video.